Good morning, Colfax. Welcome to your Candidates Week Bulletin show. I'm Richie Robinowitz.
And I'm Sarah Detweiler, giving the news desk a spin today.
The Friday Night Lights are back. The annual Junior versus Senior Powder Buff Showdown is slated for Friday, May 11th.
Players and coaches need to get signed up in the quad today so leadership can get uniforms and coaches' polos ordered in time for game day. So don't wait, sign up, and play in one of the biggest football games of the year.
Seniors, the clock is ticking on the senior survey. Do not put it off or wait for another minute. Fill out the survey and make sure we can share it, your post, plans at the Unification Assembly.
AP US History Review sessions will continue every Wednesday at lunch up to the test in Mr. Robinson's room, and Mr. Heald will host Sunday sessions at 11 a.m. for AP Calculus and Physics students.
A huge thanks goes out to Mr. Robinson and Mr. Heald for helping Colfax students prep for the test that could result in college course credit.
Well, it is Candidates Week, so we're going to toss it over to Let's Talk host Justin Biaki for his conversation with sophomore class president candidate Natalie Lundberg.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk. Today I'm here with Natalie Lundberg. How are you doing, Natalie?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. My first question for you is, how will you help make our school better as our sophomore class president?
Well, I feel like this is a difficult question to answer just because we have so many great aspects of our school already. But I think the main one would be improving participation in that I'd like it to be more participation like school-wide. And I feel like right now it's specific groups of people who just are participating over and over, and so I'd like to reach out and get more participation from different faces.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that because I've been talking to the other president candidates and they have all said pretty much the same thing, which is they want more people to cooperate. So it seems like you guys can be able to do great things next year.
Yeah.
Can you tell me more specifically what your goals are for next year?
Yeah, one of my main goals for next year is creating a new respect for our campus, and what I mean by that is keeping our campus beautiful as it is, and I know our custodial staff does a great job with that, but I think our students can contribute to that as well. So if you see a piece of trash, pick it up and make it not acceptable to vandalize the bathrooms and make it a culture that's not accepted. So.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I like that a lot. So can you tell me what you're looking for in your cabinets, like your SOTA captains and your vice president and other members of leadership, and how students can answer that call to action?
Yeah, so I'm looking for people who are eager and willing to give their time up to this program because it is a time commitment, and just people who are willing to serve and give a little more and help our campus. And I think they have to be willing to do that and wanting that themselves, and that's how they're gonna have to take action on that.
Yeah, I know a lot of leadership kids, they spend a lot of time early and late days at school, but I've never heard any of them say that they, regretted it. They always seem to love it, so.
Definitely.
Can you tell me why you think a strong student council is important for our school?
I think it's very important because a student council gets all clubs and organizations a voice, and I think that's super important. So it's not just one group of people who's voicing their needs, it's the entire school.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for coming on today. You did great. I wish you good luck in the elections, even if you're uncontested, and I hope to see what you guys can do next year.
Thank you.
All right, this has been I've been Justin. This is Let's Talk. I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Justin. The sophomore class looks to be in good hands. Justin will have one more interview with ASB presidential candidate Alex Melendez and ASB vice president candidate Rachel Brody later in the show.
In sports, our track and field teams swept their dual meet with Foothill. Grace Bliss impressed again, winning all 4 of her events, and both Garen O'Keefe and Jace Hasper won 2 events apiece.
Our tennis crushed Lincoln 9-0 to run their record to 7-1, and all our spring sports are in action today. Look to close out the tail end of the PVL schedule before getting ready for the playoffs. Good luck to all of our teams today.
After hearing Daviana's report yesterday on the Colfax clothing closet, I had to take a peek, and sure enough, there is a bunch of great items, including prom dresses. The closet is open on Tuesday at lunch.
Big test and final projects loom with only 5 weeks left in the semester, but you are not alone. Peer tutoring is available in Mrs. Isham's room 202 on Mondays and Wednesdays at lunch. Don't put it off. Get in and get ready to finish your term strong.
As this year nears to a close, there is a dedicated group of students that are already looking at making next year amazing. Justin Baaki sat down with ASB presidential candidate Alex Melendez and ASB vice presidential candidate Rachel Brody to get their take on 2019.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Talk. I'm Justin Biaki, your beautiful host, and here with me today is Alex Melendez, our ASB president candidate, and Rachel Brody, who is our ASB vice president candidate. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. So my first question is, how are you guys going to make our school better as our ASB president and a vice president?
So Rachel and I are going to be like a dynamic duo next year, and I feel like we'll work really well together. And we're trying to plan events that appeal to everyone and just keep a constant energy throughout the year.
Yeah, that sounds great, because I know there are like, certain dips where you guys might want to add stuff. So I wish I could see what you guys are doing next year. Can you guys tell me what your goals are specifically for next year?
So Rachel and I have been in leadership for 3 years now, and we notice the same pattern every year. In second term, after homecoming and football games, the energy just kind of dips a little bit because there's not as many events, and we kind of just wait for prom and like powder puff to come along. So we're really trying to add events that appeal to more people on campus and create a constant energy throughout the year.
Right.
Along with that, we're trying to get people excited for different events, like get excited for drama and get excited for different sporting events. So similar to that.
Yeah. I know you guys are a dynamic duo, but you can't do it alone. So how do you plan on having your soda captains and elected officials help you grow Colfax's culture next year?
So the soda captains, we have activities, outreach, sound and spirit, and design. And those really help people within the leadership class get excited about their passion area and get excited to come to school every day and go to the class. So that really helps us as ASB vice president and president.
Okay.
And Rachel and I will have a lot going on, so it's nice to have like extra leadership roles that can help us during class.
So I know, I wish I could be in leadership next year. It sounds exciting, but how are you guys going to encourage students to join leadership next year?
I think we just really need to communicate with the students and let them know that they have a voice. They can change events, they can create events, and we need as many people as possible to help us make events the best they can be.
Okay, great. So, a way that students outside of leadership can help, like shape our culture is through our student council. Can you guys tell me why you think a strong student council is important?
So student council is groups from all over the school, like of all groups and types of people in the school. And so getting together and all of us, it just gets voices from all types of groups on campus. So that really helps people feel like they're a part of the school and like have a voice.
Okay, great. Sounds great. I can't wait to see what you guys do next year, and I wish you guys luck in the elections, even if you're uncontested. And we'll see you guys next time on Let's Talk.
Thank you, Justin. Colfax gets better every year, and I have no doubt 2019 is going to be awesome with Alex and Rachel at the helm.
The dodgeball tournament has once again provided action-packed games, and the finals are set for Monday. Come to the Pucci Pavilion on Monday at lunch to see your women's division and your varsity open division crowned in the 11th annual event.
The amazing cast and crew of the 12th Night rock the stage once again on Thursday and have their final 2 performances tonight and Saturday night at 7 p.m. If you haven't seen the show, you don't want to miss out on the last 2 performances. If you already saw the show, you'll want to come closing night, as it always is a very special experience to see a production come to a close.
Definitely a must-see show. That's all we have for you this week, Colfax. We will be back with a full show next week. Thanks for tuning in, and on behalf of Justin Bialke and all the candidates, I'm Sarah Detweiler.
And I'm Richie Robinowitz. Have a great day, Colfax.